Good afternoon, morning, evening or night, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alex, and this episode's subject comes in from Megawatts. Hey, what are your thoughts on Shadow of Mordor? So Shadow of Mordor is the Lord of the Rings game, but I don't think they were actually allowed to use the name Lord of the Rings in the title, so they had to call it Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor or something weird like that, some bizarre legal reason. But it's the third-person, action-y Assassin's Creed smashed together with Batman Arkham series, the game. And isn't it strange that in 2014, one of the best games of the year can be a movie tie-in from a huge franchise like Lord of the Rings? Whoever would have saw that coming, eh? Now, I'm a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings franchise, more so the movie depictions. I'm not some sort of freak about how they keep in with the lore or whatever. You know, if I want to keep distinctly in with everything that happens in the books, I go and read the books. The adaptations, whether it be games or movies or whatever, it doesn't bother me at all. I just like the world. So it really feels like it is in the Peter Jackson universe saying that. It's got, you know, all your orcs and things stylistically look very similar to the way they do in the movies, and they all have that, oi, give me that grog. Oh, come over, you know, that sort of thing going on. And as you'd expect, you have a story about some dude with a sword and a ghost or something. I don't really care about the story, to be honest. I was trying to get invested in it, but it didn't really click with me. It's fine. It's got some good performances in there, some nice animations, some nice little twists and turns and things. But the real hook for me was something that sounds so gimmicky when you take it out of context of the game itself, and that's the Nemesis system. It sounds like something that on a stage floor they'd say, and here's the Nemesis system, the reason you should buy this game here today. And you know what it actually is? It's an original thing that, despite it being so similar to Assassin's Creed and the Batman series, it is something new. It's something I haven't seen before in a game, and that's where if you're killed by an enemy, which is going to happen a lot at the beginning of the game, they sort of rank up and they have this hierarchy where they can gradually build up the ranks and gain levels until they gradually become a really powerful war chief and stuff. And they've all got these random stats. You never really see two orcs. Are they orcs, I guess, that look the same or anything. It's all very randomized and stuff. And it really gives you a reason to get invested into the world and the system, because the game really is built around this entire system. It really is. Like, there are parts in the game where you have to sort of manipulate it and control people. And without this system, I'd have to say it would be drawing a line on how similar it is to Assassin's Creed and Arkham City. I can't state this enough. Like, what I mean by that is you have the climbing. It's a lot more loose and everything, and because you're like a super powerful ghost man. The climbing and the whole going to a tower and syncing your waypoints or whatever, that sort of system is in there from Assassin's Creed, and the way the map is set up is very much like that. And then the combat is really similar to the Arkham series. Like, even the buttons pretty much all do the exact same thing, and you press B and you do like a stun move, and then you do a really fast punch thing, or with your sword. I say punch because of like in Arkham City, but it is really similar. You could finish playing Arkham City and jump straight to this, and it wouldn't feel weird at all. I mean, it's really similar to it. And while it is quite a sort of brownish game, but what I mean by that is like the scenery is all quite dulled and everything because you're in Middle-earth and it's all muddy and you're in an orc sort of area. So that's understandable, I guess. But, you know, luckily about halfway through the game you go to this big green area, which, you know, it changes it up a bit, makes it a bit more engaging in that sort of way. But the gameplay really is king. You can do stealth. You can pretty much play any way you really want to. And of course it has all the upgrade trees and achievements and all these crazy things that the kids like. And it just ends up being a really nice package, an unexpected package, almost like an unexpected journey. That was in that, wasn't it? There were a couple of missions here or there where it's like, hey, remember, we're in the Lord of the Rings universe. Oh, look, it's Gollum. Look. All right, get out of here with that. You know, this can be its own thing. You don't need to heavily borrow so much from that, and, you know, it's fine. It really is just fine. And kind of a sequel-basy ending as well. It's just a nice, good game. So if you're holding off just like, oh, one of those Lord of the Rings games, I don't know about that. You know, I've played them before and they're usually pretty terrible. No, with this one, actually a nice, pleasant surprise. Don't get your hopes too high. You know, it's not Skyrim, but with Lord of the Rings. God, that'd be good, wouldn't it? No, it's the horrible, sweaty, mutant love child of Assassin's Creed and the Arkham franchise. So, with lots of orcs in it, and monsters, and Lord of the Ringsy type things. So, that's pretty much all I have to say to it. A very good game. Wouldn't say it's groundbreaking or anything. It's very, very much building on systems and things that are already there, apart from the Nemesis system, which I do want to see again in maybe other franchises. I'd like to see it maybe in a shooter or something. That could be quite cool. But so what did you think about the game? Have you played it yet? Have you been holding off playing it? If so, why? So as always, thanks for watching. All comments and ratings are very much appreciated. Make sure you leave a suggestion for future Jar Blabs. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Beware.